As you most likely know, Texas just recently implemented a very strict and draconian ban on abortion. And this ban would apply to women who are pregnant for a period of 6 weeks. This new law allows any private citizen to sue anyone who performs an abortion with that time frame in mind. Now, the heartbeat is where, the line is drawn in this particular law. The heartbeat when a child is, I guess you can say, in the womb, or maybe not a child, a fetus is in the womb. It's detected at 6 weeks. This law would also encompass rape and incest cases, which, for the most part, have been exempt. So basically, like, if you were pregnant via rape or incest, you can have an abortion. But even in that case, you can't have one. So with all of this being said, I want to give you my take on this hot button issue. I think it should be no surprise to anyone that I'm pro-choice. Fetal pain is where I would draw the line. And fetal pain isn't felt until about the 24th week of the pregnancy, which is about 5.5 months into it. So to me, this is a good cutoff. Now, there are also a lot of societal benefits to abortion. No overcrowding of foster homes or orphanages, which in turn would lead to a decline in crime, better quality education, because again, there's less crowding in the classrooms, there's a less strain on natural resources, which would be very beneficial to climate change. And these are just a few things. There's so many more that you can look at statistics for, but these are just to name a few. And also, not to mention, having state and federally sponsored abortions, basically like being in, if you do them in places where they're legal, it results in extremely safe outcomes with virtually no damage done to a woman's reproductive organs or her fertility. It doesn't damage like either of those two. Now, the Evangelical Conservative side of this, they have this nonsense belief that, life begins when the sperm makes initial contact with the vagina at the conclusion of intercourse. Now, I don't want to completely disregard the pro-life side of this argument, because it is hard to imagine a state of non-existence. For example, what happens when someone dies? What was I in the year 1982 or 1647? By the way, I was born in 1995. That's why I'm just choosing those 2 years at random for this particular example. But I hate how this issue is also conflated with religion, and mainly that religion being like Christianity. Because last I checked, the United States is a constitutional republic with a secular-based way of life. Your religion doesn't dictate what choices a woman makes with her body. In this case, the choice of terminating a pregnancy. So, that's my take. If you're triggered by this, I don't know what to tell you. Roe versus Wade has been the law of the land since 1973. And hopefully this ruling won't be meddled with on the federal level as long as the world keeps chugging along.